Welcome to another opening round. Thanks for joining us here, and hopefully we can deliver some entertainment for you to stick around. We've got the Mexico GP with George Russell, the Warden and Thunderclap all receiving a 10% boost. This is what our chosen setup is for the weekend, and for drivers we don't have George Russell like we didn't have Perez last week, so we're going for Ocon and Zhou Guanyu in the hope for that perfect score. So let's get this underway. Let's get into the opening round. We're joined by Will P again, who will provide us some very close action. And let's start with race one. There's a chance of rain. It's Mexico. So here we go. We're at Mexico for the first race, hoping to disappoint the Mexican fans from a Sergio Perez perspective only. Maybe we can get the Mexican fans on board with us. And if you're from Mexico, drop us a comment, drop us a wave down below. So P7 and P8 is our starting positions. Zhou Guanyu, better tyre management, needs the race start boost, so he goes on to that strategy. Ocon though, I am actually going to put on to a bit of Prince. Softs, mediums. Let's go. 5 laps for Ocon. 4 laps for Zhou Guanyu. Good start needed. Let's get this show underway. Decent strategies from the rival. It is a bot, thankfully, but he's actually on decent strategy, and we've got a good start. We've got 2 Mercedes and a Red Bull into the first few corners, but we are P3 and P4. Zhou Guanyu round the outside of George Russell, almost kissing the back wheels, and we are through. It is P2, P4. That's a great start. Ahead of us is a soft tyre of Lewis Hamilton. Let's see what we can do. And it looks like we've got the edge over him at the moment. So we're going to keep the pressure on. Right behind him. We can just look after our power unit. Here comes a move. Can he get the job done? No. Saves. I mean, he's all over the place. Someone needs to test him for some drink driving. But we're looking okay. We're going to get this show on the road. Let's try and get a move done here. It's all a dry race. No sign of any rain. See if we can just get past Hamilton. Going to keep pushing now. Should get the job done here. Round... Oh no, maybe not. Maybe you won't get the job done. Maybe I was thinking that you was, and you let me down. Let's see if we can get the job done now on Lewis Hamilton. Through the stadium section, fans on their feet. I can see why. Zhou Guanyu takes the lead and will be pitting this lap. Esteban Ocon. We could also pit on lap 4, really, because we don't need to risk a safety car. And I'm thinking, is that what we do? I think so. Let's push Ocon in as well. Reason being, we don't want a safety car. We've got enough gap. And if a safety car comes out now, we're going to be good. We might double stack slightly. Only just. Only just. And it's Zhou Guanyu out in P2. Ocon coming out in P5. And he's got the Mercedes to catch. We've got right behind George Russell. And Ocon now behind the Mercedes. So he's caught back up pretty quickly. Zhou Guanyu, we're going to try and put in a fast lap attempt. As we go out the last corner. We've got Ocon round Hamilton. And that is our net P2. And in fact, he's going to take P2 now as well. So Ocon into the lead. We've got Zhou Guanyu pushing. He's not on the fast lap boost, but we've got to take the race start from where he positioned. So Ocon cruising now in P2. Zhou Guanyu will have to look after tyres shortly, but he's got a lap with no blocking and he's got a lap in, which is fine. So we can cut him down. Ocon though, P2. Remember, if you're looking at boosts to use, race start boosts are perfect if you need the race start. Cornering is about good enough at every single track. And then it's your choice. Do you want some overtaking? Do you need some blocking? It's completely up to you. But at the minute, in race number 1, we've managed it well. And it's Zhou Guanyu round the final corner to start the final lap. With some traffic amongst him, but he's going to come over absolutely fine. The early pit stop of Ocon has meant that we've managed to push through. No safety cars. And we're looking like we're going to come away with victory. I know a lot of you want to see the debrief after, so hopefully I'll remember in this short time period to give you a showing. But this one was a good matchup. It was well in our favour as well as we come over the line. So that is 24 points for Zhou Guanyu, and it is 23 points for Esteban Ocon. It's the perfect start to our weekend in our opening round, as we hit the jackpot with 47 points. So we'll just wait for the rival to finish. We'll show you the debrief. Let me know if you do want to see the debrief or you're not bothered, because it will help me cut down videos or increase length of videos. But as you can see there, 1496 by the rival, and we were rocking a pretty decent car package compared to them. Level 6 Russell though for the rival, and then ourselves cars was fairly in our favour. Welcome to race number 2, and we've got pretty much the worst case matchup in this one. We are against a 1780. That's going to be pretty impossible, but we're going to give it a try and see where we qualify. Can we get this back? And look at that, P1 and 3 versus 9 and 10. We've got so much to do in this race. Can we get the job done? We're going Cuppa, and for Ocon we're going Kawhi. This is going to be tough, folks. Strap in. We need some bad strategies from the rival in order to hunt down hards and mediums. So we've got a chance of making some ground. We need a good start though. And Zhou Guanyu straight through the middle, and we're through. And that is a perfect start. P1, P3 from the first corner. And that is exceptional. We've been working hard on that acceleration back at the factory, and it has paid dividends because we are into 1-2. We are into dreamland. Wake me up because someone pinched me. That is the perfect start. But the problem is, rival is going to have a very quick car. So we've got to try and defend. Can we defend? Not on Ocon we can't. But we are running clear in P1, just about on the softs. Ocon, and it's the rival Russell back in P6. That's nice news for us. As we come down the straight then, saving power unit all the time. Rival using their power unit all the time. Let's pit. Rival goes up the inside. They slow down a little bit, and we can push again. So this is not looking too bad. Let's get a quick pit stop out here. And then we can look to close this gap. You can see the rival going round. They've used a fair amount of tyre on their mediums, and they carry on round. That's going to help us. And now we'll close it with Ocon. Ocon right there. I don't think that tyre is going to last for the rival either. Zhou Guanyu comes out behind the hards. Can we get past? Can we get the softs better than the hards? Yes, we can. We're through. Good work. And it's all to play for now. Soft tyres will be going on for Ocon, and he takes the lead. Brilliant move. Brilliant. We're into P1 again. This time, Ocon. Zhou Guanyu down the straight. There will be a mediums pit coming up for him as Ocon comes in. Remember, Ocon on Kawhi. Quicker pit stop inbound. That's what we might need. Zhou Guanyu goes round. Mediums. Can Ocon jump him? Yes, he can. Ocon has got, even with the first pit box, we are into P2. Zhou Guanyu pushing hard to come out on them mediums. And he's doing good so far. What about Ocon? His hard tyres for P3. So hard tyres, they're going to go to the end. Doing a 3-4. So we're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit now. And we're going to have to try and stretch clear. as we continue round. No safety car. That's good. That's good to see. And then we can come back in for the softs. Where does Zhou Guanyu come out? There goes the rival. We've got no power unit left, though. That's our problem now we face. Can we get past without the power unit? Yes, we can, but we're going to have to earn that back as quick as we can. What about Ocon in the lead? 8.9 seconds. Let's try and earn some power unit. We should be fast enough on the mediums just to be ahead. And all this power unit saving is going to help us when it comes to the rival pushing. You can see they've just started pushing. And we're going to try and just hold on. If we lose a spot, that's fine. We'll come back at them shortly. Ocon coming out. There goes the rival. And we're into the lead still. P1. So we've just got to watch this. They are getting ahead. Let's close it down. I mean, they're on the hards. We should be fine. They might even pit this lap, to be honest. And then we're going to close up through this section. This should be still fine. We should have the pace advantage on the mediums. Rivals still pushing. They're about to use all their power unit. They've only got less than around about 20%. They're surely pitting on that hard. Otherwise, they're not going to make it. As they are going round. I don't think they're going to make that work, though. I think they'll run out of tyres. So I think we're right to call a strategic calmness. Let's push, though. And just make it our own anyway. There we go. Into P2. That hard tyre is surely going to run out towards the end. And we hit the front. And last lap, we have took control for a beautiful 47. So Ocon down the straight. Zhou Guanyu down the straight. And as you can see, rival about to run out of tyres there. So we would have got him at the last corner if we were really patient. But it doesn't matter. We've made it our own. P1, P2, Esteban Ocon and Zhou Guanyu. And a really difficult matchup, which was demolished. Beautiful camera angle, that one. In the first corner. And let's show you that matchup because it was a horrible one. 1635 versus 1780. And you can see 1 stop and a 2 stop for the rival. Drivers, Max Verstappen 8, George Russell 8. That's why it was so difficult, both having 99 qualifying. And the car, oh, just look at that, 184 over 198. Way stronger than us, but we've managed to come through. Race number 3, Belgium. It returns to a favourable matchup. And I really do feel that this could be the tricky track this weekend. It's not the easiest one to get through. And we've also got to time it right with what we run. You can see qualifying, it's only P8 and P10. And with it being that difficult of a track, we're going to go Zhou onto mediums. We're going to try something. And this could come back to bite us massively. Kawhi, and we're going to go Street Shark. Why am I doing this? I want to see if I can do a 3-3 with Zhou Guanyu, if we can get a good start. I don't know if we can. He's got 91 tyre management. We need to get a good start, though. I mean, we're pretty slow off the line, as you can see. But hopefully in the second phase, we can get both through. And we're up to P8 and P9. That's not great, is it? Bunch of softs and hards. So hards out front mean that we're not going to go back and lose too much gap to the rivals. See if we can get past here. We can get past the Ferrari. We can get past the McLaren. Good moves. Oh, rival passed on the hards now as well. P5 though for Ocon. He's making some very good ground and that's into P4. P11 for Zhou Guanyu. It's because the rival's pushing hard. Let's see what it does to our tyres. We're okay on tyres. And look at that. I told you everyone was holding up. And that's because they're on the hards. Out front. Zhou Guanyu round the first corner. It's only P10. This is going to be the tricky track. I did tell you. This will be the tricky track of the weekend. Let's see if we can get Zhou Guanyu through now. P9. That's good job. Can we get him in P8? Yes, we can. Good job. Out front, soft tyres. Lewis Hamilton. And we're trying to just get all over the back of him now. P7, George Russell. round the outside. Good job, Zhou Guanyu. We're not bad on tyres. We're not that bad on tyres. Because we can carry on here on the mediums with a little bit to spare. And we're into the top 3. So medium's working okay. And it's ahead of us, medium and hards. Chance. There is a chance that we can get these back. You can see them though, really struggling out front. And here comes a move. Oh, I thought Zhou Guanyu was going to give it some then. Let's see though, if Zhou Guanyu use all this tyre life up, can get P2. Oh, no, he can't. It's chaos out here, isn't it? Like, do we go hards so he can push more? I don't think so. I'm going to keep it as it is. Zhou Guanyu is coming in though, and he's going to help into P4. Ocon into the lead. Red Bulls go round. It's on the hards. That's why they're going round. Zhou Guanyu is out, and he's got George Russell ahead of him. Feel like he needs to get George Russell quickly, who goes on to the medium tyres. This is big, big time to shine for Zhou Guanyu. Needs to get past George Russell ASAP. And it's not happening so far. Inside line. Inside line. Come on, Zhou Guanyu. This is crucial for our race. And now he's through. We're using too much power unit. We're using too much tyres here. But we need to. We need to try and just edge into P1 and P2. We've got Ocon coming out and Zhou Guanyu is up to P3. What about ahead of him? Mediums of Hamilton will pit again. We're in a good spot. Behind us, just George Russell on the mediums. So as long as we can look after our tyres here, every opportunity, because we've used a fair bit already in this stint, we should be okay. We're actually gaining with the Street Shark on Lewis Hamilton, and we're going to look after them tyres again down this section. Still closing all the time. Lewis Hamilton pits. That releases us into P2. George Russell closing in on the background, as you can see. He's got a bit better tyres than us. But we're trying to save as much as we can. This isn't over yet. We've still got to just keep on the ball. P2 for Zhou Guanyu. We've managed to come through doing the one stop, which I didn't think would work after that early start. And we didn't make up massive positions. 14% tyres with a couple of second gap. I think it's time to party. And we've done it. Ocon wins a great race in Belgium. Zhou Guanyu comes home and in the end was comfortable. Even on that one stop, it was actually a really strong strategy. And Zhou Guanyu takes P2. Rival home P6 and P8. And as always, we'll show you that debrief. But it's a third 47 in a row. And probably that tricky track of Belgium overcome. Team score in our favour. But George Russell for the rival wasn't. He was better than us. So actually that wasn't too far apart, was it? It was George Russell giving the real great effect of a team score lowering. Race 4 then, the final race of this opening round video. It's a decent matchup in our favour again, but even when decent matchups are in our favour, it is that George Russell that lowers the rival's team score. So they could still qualify within, and you can see, look, they're actually not far away, P10 and P12. George Russell providing the qualifying stat for the rival. We're going softs and mediums like we always do. And it is going to be Cuppa on Zhou Guanyu, Kawai on Ocon. Zhou Guanyu needs the race start boost. Ocon will be fine. But Silverstone, we usually get a good start. It's a place where good starts are very common. And we shot ourselves in the foot there because Zhou Guanyu hasn't got off the line. But Ocon now coming through. In the second phase though, Zhou Guanyu has got into P8 and P9 has gone backwards. So kind of cost ourselves by just simply saying it was a good place. And Zhou Guanyu has to settle then for P7. That's not a good start for what we wanted. Can we get past Max Verstappen? Feels like he's holding us up a little bit. We are through though. when there's not many times we've said Max Verstappen holding us up, is there? But George Russell, we're through. And what are they on in front? George Russell softs. It's Lewis Hamilton who's going to be on a good strategy on them hards. And we're going to put in a no service pit stop with Zhou Guanyu. Past Leclerc we go. We could take Hamilton. That would be nice round the outside. Thank you very much. Remember, Lewis Hamilton on the slower tyre. So good to get rid of him already. We are going to come into pit though. And we're already... nearly took Perez. Ocon goes on. Perez comes in. So this is not going to be over by any stretch of the imagination. You can see George Russell just about to leave the pits now. There he goes. So we're not actually that far behind. The no service pit stop is going to really help us close that gap, and we're already ahead. We're already into P5. It's Norris ahead of us, and we've took P4. There's Hamilton on them hard tyres, so we've managed to get back up to him pretty quickly, and we are ahead into P3. Ocon coming in. No one looks like they're going really slow. Don't look like we'll get any safety car hampering. And it's now Zhou Guanyu into P2. So all good. Hamilton behind. Or George Russell, then Hamilton. Both have to pit still. And I think what we're going to have to do here, we're on a good score. I think we just cover off with both. Just in case. Ocon will push. Zhou Guanyu will save the power unit. Because no one's going to the end anyway. Didn't have to really service, actually, with Ocon. It's probably going to hold us up a little bit. Didn't really need to do that. Not a lot, though. 2.7. We're already out. So Ocon leads. Zhou Guanyu with the Red Bull of Perez coming out. And Perez on the hard tyres. So, well, look at that. We didn't even have to push. Zhou Guanyu took matters into his own hands and hits P2 in a nice, lovely position. Chasing cars all after what Zhou Guanyu has got. And even now, we played safe with the safety car. They didn't come. And now we set along, just cruising to the end of this video. But will we keep P1, P2? It's not over yet. Perez, Russell and Russell all just a couple of seconds behind. You can see them there in the background. Really trying to push. We're going to get the AI bot who will push. In George Russell. You can still see him there. So this is looking good. We've played it safe. Can we continue this into the second half? That would be my dream. For sure. But Ocon starts the final lap of this opening round video on the final time. Ocon leads from Zhou Guanyu. Rivals pitted, so that leaves us well clear in front. And it is smooth sailing. Rival P7, P9. And looks like P3 is closing. Medium tyres. Plenty left in the bank though for us. So, what a performance. We had that one really, really tough bot in, well, I can't even remember where race 2 was. So we've had the really tough bot, and we managed to overcome it. In Miami, wasn't it? With that 1.780 team score. But we've got through, and we've got ourselves another 47 points in the bag. That is exactly what we needed. And let's see where that puts us so far, being halfway through. There's the team score. The rival told you it was in our favour, but there George Russell didn't pit far away from us. You can see there, 88 qualifying for a George Russell level 6. And the car, massive cornering compared to us. So I tell you what, folks, 1.563, you might have thought that's an easy matchup, but on the scheme of things, they're running actually a better car. And their drivers weren't that far off. So that is actually why George Russell lowers the team score so much and improves the stats at the same time. So with that being said, we sit P2 at the moment. We've done our 4 races of this video and we sit here with 188 points. 4 lots of 188. We'll take it and we'll move that on to hopefully finish off the opening round with a perfect score. We'll see you tomorrow where the final round comes. Can we do it again? Can we get our 4th P1 in a row?